Hi, this is Ben with Rock Creek Farmstead, and let me show you how I start my seeds. I'm in my garage here, and there's a little insulated room back here. I have a small electric heater that doesn't cost much to keep it nice and warm in here. And I have two little flats I built simply by making some 2.5-inch high pine nailed to just some OSB. I made them to fit on these shelves and fit between these upright supports. So there's two of them. 3 fluorescent lights on each. I just laid a trash bag, a thick contractor bag, thick plastic, and just laid it in there so it's double. I didn't open it up or cut it up or anything, so it's double thickness and just kind of tightened it up inside and stapled it over the pine sides. And in this one I planted almost all annual flowers, and I almost empty now in here, but I just fill it up with water and then they get their water from the bottom. These right here, these marigolds, are the last 2 annual flowers I have. These little net cups you see with, if I can fix the light, these are just the extra clumps after I planted. There's aster and zinnia and sweet william and calendula. Once I was done potting those up in solo cups, show you those in a minute, I just took those clumps and stuffed them in here for now. If they grow, fine. If not, if they're too many in a cup or too small, then they'll just go in the compost, and that's more of the same there. So I ran out of solo cups, so I need to get some more to be able to plant the marigolds. And over here I did a bunch of red pepper, and these over here are green pepper. 1 seed per pot. Some have 2. I probably need to cut the smaller ones off. And back here I've got 3 9-cell trays, packs of tobacco, Virginia Gold tobacco. And I had a 4th one which I've already planted into solo cups, and believe it or not, one of the 9-cell I got about 60 plants out of. So those 3 I'll probably just go to compost, or if I end up with some extra cups I might plant a few more. And I'll show you here what I do with the solo cups. I'm just using Miracle-Gro potting mix, and I use a soldering iron just to burn a hole in the bottom. It's really quick. You can do 2 cups at a time with the one that I have. There's my dog sleeping over there, and I'll show you the cold frames that I have moved a lot of these out into. I use 2 different kinds of cold frames. The first one I kind of converted an old raised flower bed. These 2 are pretty much ready to go, ready to plant, but this one over here, essentially you just had some old storm doors and storm windows, and I made a wood frame, just some scrap wood I found out of the barn, to sit on top of the planting box, and that was able to support these 2 doors and 1 window. And as you can see, I've got a lot of solo cups in there sitting. Of course, if it's too hot, you'd want to spread it apart and let a little air out to vent it. And I'll show you the other cold frame I actually had to build today because I ran out of room in there, as you can tell. So let's come around here. Here's the trailer I dug out of the woods and ripped apart and put some new boards on, so that'll be a nice addition. But anyway, what we have here is just 1/2-inch insulation. I cut it 10.5 inches high, and I think it's 75 long by 35 wide, just cut to fit for the windows that I had. I've got a few more storm windows. I might end up making a few more cold frames like this. I've just duct taped the corners together and kind of scooched some rock up against the bottom to close any air gaps, and I've got a row of cinder blocks I had sitting around right here, so those I just put behind it to keep it from blowing away. Kind of helps support it. So there you go. That's my seed starting setup and my cold frames. Thanks for watching. See you now.